North Country Outdoors Radio. North Country Outdoors Radio.
Hey, hi everybody, Kurt Quinnell back on Lake of the Woods, just heading out. Last day I fished was Monday, today is Friday. I took Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday off. Had a big snow on Tuesday, and then big wind and cold temperatures coming right behind that. I figured it's nice for a midwinter break. So yesterday afternoon, after it got up to about 10 below zero, I came back out here, checked on everything, re-drilled the holes, and turned the heat on the fish house. So it should be nice if the heat stayed on. I should be able to walk in and start fishing. It is 20 to 8, 7:40 in the morning, and we're out here, and you can see it is pretty darn daylight out. Now, after the new snow and blow, there's new drifting out here. And as you look around, there's quite a bit of snow these days, but certainly not terrible. If you had well, I hate to say, but if you had a four-wheel drive pickup you knew how to run, and a shovel, and a couple of kids with strong backs, you maybe could go, getting around if you were careful. You'd get stuck, but you could get out of it. So I'm just pulling up to the house now. We'll see if everything's great or if everything's yucky this morning. Ooh, got pretty lucky. The heat was out, but it hadn't been out that long. Because it's still warm in here, the holes are still open, so just get a hiccup and that heater goes out, and it's out, I guess. So heck, I'm almost ready. It's got a few more things to bring in, and I'll have lines in the water here soon. Okay, both lines in the water. It is 11 degrees below zero. The skies are clear. This is exactly the kind of day that I want, and it's 10 to 8 in the morning. I could have got out here 15 minutes earlier and it had plenty daylight. It's light so early now that I really can't react fast enough to get out here at first light. It's not that important. You don't have to be out here at first light, but you can be, and you don't get a bite if your line's not in the water, right? I don't think maybe anything should happen until 9. I could sit here for that amount of time and get things ready to go. I am totally by myself out here, so there's been zero fishing pressure out here this week. Get out there. There he is. Well, it might keep. Aggressive fish came up and got it anyway. Oh yeah. Yes sir. This is a nice sauger. Oh there, buddy. That is a 15-inch sauger. There we go. This should be a pretty good fish. Caught one fish at 9, one fish at 10, and since then I've had 7 more that I've caught. None have been big. And this baby came in here and is nice. Nice and big. Ooh, really big. Come on. Oh, ouch, 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 ouch. Jeez. Ouch. Remember I used to cut your fingers off with fire line? I did with the spider wire. I just did that. And he is hooked right in the jaw. Look at, he's in good shape. Pull this big boy out of the water. I gotta measure him over here. He's too long for my short scale. 24-incher. Look at this baby, huh? Guess he could be a little fatter, but this is a nice fish.
North Country Outdoors Radio.
Okay, hi everybody, Kurt Quinnell. I know we're kind of right in the middle of what we were doing. So we're going to jump ahead a couple of days. This is Sunday morning now. I was fishing and it was okay, but I'm looking for keepers. I had the big fish and a really nice solid keeper, but only one. So wide open spaces were calling to me, so I moved that little house out another quarter of a mile away from everybody else. So I'm way out in the middle of nowhere. The next day, it was Saturday. I fished with a couple of guys on Saturday, and it was that blustery, snowy, limited visibility stuff that, boy, has been a real bite killer, and it did its job. We fished all day Saturday in the Blue House, and we didn't even catch very many little ones. We had 2 nice keepers, that's it. But at 3:45 in the afternoon, they really started biting. It was bing, 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 bing. You couldn't keep lines in the water. But they were all little. We didn't pick up another keeper in that. I'm going to stop by the Blue House, get some more stuff, and I'm going to head back out to the Silver Bullet. And we're going to drill holes in a spot that is way, way far away from where anyone's been so far. All right, it's still pretty cold in here. Got 3 holes drilled. The ice is really, really getting thick. I've got an extension on my ion already, and I might have to put the other one on. Then it gets hard to be in this short house with a 5.5 foot long auger and a 6 foot ceiling. But as I'm laying taking this first line down, there was fish on the bottom, so I'm not sure what's going on there, but my first jig's just getting down there. I have high hopes every day of coming out here and, it's getting all 17, 18 inches. But don't we all? That's the draw to keep us fishing. You can see my breath in here. I'm a long way out, a quarter of a mile further than I've been this year. I stayed in that other spot only a couple of days because I was catching fish, but I just got to think there's some better ones that are going to come. I've been getting messages on the YouTube channel asking me some questions, so the second half of this video I'll try to get to some of them. Some of them are questions I've answered before, but people are new to the channel. Welcome everybody, thank you. But after I get the other lines in the water and get it warmed up in here, I'll get my coat off and we'll continue. But we're set up, running and safe out here on Lake of the Woods, where it takes 2 days to make a fishing video, evidently. Alright, well there's a fish here, but I don't think he's much. This fish house is 5 by 7. A friend of mine built this, who's handy as all get out. But here you go. Here's the inside. We've got a great aluminum door that works perfect, all the time. There's the depth finder. I've got fish coming up steady on my baits, but they're just looking for right now. And this is how I give you the camera shot. Let me get my phone going. So see, I've got my phone aimed at the screen, and this is just a selfie stick that I had. So I shortened it, drilled a hole in it, and in these Humminbird depth finder cases there's a screw hole for some reason, a nice brass fitting for a screw hole. So I just drilled a hole in that, and now this is good. Look, it swings out of the way if I need it out of the way, and I can snap it right back in. That's how you get the cool shots of the screen. Yeah, the highlight of the house is these captain's chairs out of a van, which is cool. I've got a fan up in that corner, and there's a littler fan up in this corner. Now, a little 12-volt depth finder battery, that fan will run for many, many days before it gives up the ghost. All I want to do is move that air around. The hot air is going to go to the ceiling. So with the little fan up there, that blows the hot air down towards the holes. So I've also got these board. You can see it there, right? It's just a board above the other board. So I've got this one that slides in there. And then you've got a table to put your depth finder on. That way, when you look at your depth finder, you don't have to be looking straight down at the holes all day to see your depth finder. I got to drill 3 holes. 2 outside ones are for lines. This one is for my transducer. I don't like messing with the transducer if I've got a fish on, especially a good fish. So that's the house on the inside. And then there's the buddy heater and my tote. All the gear is back there and out of the way. So a 5 by 7 fish house, like I mentioned, isn't very big. but it's plenty big as long as you don't want to get up and walk around. Everything you need is right here, and it's very well insulated, very nice and warm, and a real fish catcher. Another one. So it's just this, there's little plastic sleeves on this handle. All right, that's what's making that squeaking noise. Oh, for Christ's sakes. Here we go. Here's the keeper of the day. Going to be a 14-inch one easy, and that is heck, 14 3/4 inch sauger at 24 after 10 o'clock in the morning. Come on, buddy. There we go. There we go. This is a good one. And he's gone. And he's gone. No. Come on then, bud. This is good. All right, here we go. I got another. Here we go. Well, this one's a little better, but I don't know if it's going to keep or not. Could. Oh yes, this one keeps. Boy, I tell you, I got another 15-inch range sauger here. In the noon hour, the fishing has picked up quite a bit. I've missed a couple of really nice ones. And it's a 15-inch sauger. We get to keep this one. In the bucket. I just sit here waiting for him, and fish comes up on the screen, and now they're coming up and biting. My normal day, and like I said, it's only 12:30. My normal day is a couple of 3 keepers and a big fish. Well, I had my chance on the big fish twice, but I can be patient here. It's real nice. Sitting here digging it. Another one. I'm liking my spot out here, out in the middle away from the crowd more and more all the time. But just because they don't go at 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, or 10 o'clock, or 11 o'clock, doesn't mean they're not gonna go. And again, I think this is just shy. Yep. Come on, buddy. Get out of here. It's a good one. This is my third good one of the day. This one stayed on for a while. He's really pulling. Wow. If I lose a couple of these rascals, you worry a lot about it. Big head pull. This might be the burbot I've been after. He's right at the bottom of the hole now. See if I can get him coming up and in. It's right there. Come on. Oh no, it's giant. Big walleye. Big walleye. Oh yeah, man. Here's my fish of the winter so far. This is big. I've got to get this hook out of him. Get him measured and back in right away. Look at fat, big fat son of a gun. Just hooked in the mouth. I don't know about this one. The 28-incher. Just touches 28. Big, nice, good-looking fish. Holy smokes. This is awesome. 1:22 in the afternoon. Yikes. Well, it's been a heck of a morning. I moved out to this new spot again. I'm way out in the middle of nowhere. I'm going to fish for just a little while longer, but after that one, I think my heart won't fit racing here. But I moved out deep where no one's been. All morning I regretted it. Well, not all morning, but I came to regret it later. Fish just weren't biting. And what did bite was small. And finally, I started catching a couple that would keep. And then at 12:30, things took off. And that's an odd time for a bite to start. Suddenly I caught some nicer ones. And that big bite came off the bottom. And after missing a couple, I was kind of worried about it. But it was just super. Just super. Every day, you get a bunch of little ones. You catch some that you can keep. And every day you get a chance or two at a whopper. So I moved way out here in the middle of nowhere. And fishing's about the same. Other than instead of a 24-incher, it was 28 today. I'm pretty fired up and really excited. I'm off the water, off the ice on Monday, but I'll be back Tuesday. A real nice warm week's coming. Who knows what's going to happen? But whatever does happen, I'll be here to share it with you in these North Country Outdoors videos. All right? So, from Lake of the Woods. Uh-oh. Come on up, bud. Come on. Hold that thought. All right. From Lake of the Woods, I'm Kurt Quinnell. We'll see you soon, somewhere out here on the ice.
North Country Outdoors Radio.
Good one.
North Country Outdoors Radio.
Oh no, it's giant. Big walleye. Big walleye. Here's my fish of the winter so far.
North Country Outdoors Radio.